It's my first video of 2025. I have been working on my medieval castle core island here on Animal Crossing called Avalon. And we've done a lot of villager hunting the past few months, and we have met a lot of friendly little faces and a lot of foes. And so I thought it would be fun to go through each and every single villager in Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's right, all 413 of them, and rank them from best to worst. So clearly there are a lot of villagers to rank, so let's get started. The first lucky boy is Alfonso. Hello, Alfonso. Alfonso is a lazy villager. And, he's pretty cute. I give him a B ranking. I don't think he's too terrible, right? Next we have Allie. Now, Allie, she just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know, it might be the lipstick. It's just not great. So I'm going to put her in a C ranking. Boots. Hey, Boots. Boots is real cute. He is like a very standard alligator. I like his little jester outfit. Probably in an A, honestly. Boots. I'm impressed with you. Okay, there's Dell. Dell is a cranky, and I mean, there's not much I can say about Dell. He's okay. I don't think I would ever put him on my island. I don't hate him, so he's gonna go next to Allie. Now we have our first villager who we currently have on our island. It is Drago, the dragon. Drago is pretty awesome. I really, really love him for my medieval castle core island. Is he my favorite villager? No. Do I think that he's like incredible? Not really. I will probably put him in the B ranking. Next, we have Gale. Hello, Gale. Gale is very cute. She is one of the best alligators, if not the best alligator. Let's be real. She's A tier. I like her. I like her a lot. Now we have Roswell. Hi, Roswell. I really don't like his eyes. Really, really not a fan. So he's another C tier. And then the last of our alligator friends, we have Sly. Sly's pretty cool. I like the camo. Let's see. I do like him a little bit better than some of the other alligators, so I'll put him there. Okay, do we like how everybody's positioned? I'm going to put Drago ahead of Mr. Alfonso. But yes, I think everybody is in the right position for the alligators. So let's move on to our anteater villagers. First, we have Annabelle. Annabelle is a cutie, for sure. I really like her a lot. I would say she's B tier. Definitely, I would put her before Drago, honestly. Sorry, Drago. I really love you, but Annabelle goes before you. Next, we have Annalisa. And you know what? I really like Annalisa. I think she's really cool. She's got a unique style to her. Again, I'm going to put her at B tier, but before Annabelle. Now, Antonio is definitely a starter villager that I have been stuck with before. I'm going to put him C tier for sure. I do like him better than all of these alligators, so I will put him before the rest of the alligators. Hello, Cyrano. I like your thick eyebrows, actually. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Again, I'm going to put him, he's B tier. He's not better than Drago, but he's better than the other alligators. Mr. Olaf. Olaf is cool. I like his unique, Spanish bullfighter theme. Let's see. I think he goes, is A tier? Is he A tier? No, he's a B tier still. But I like him better than Annabelle, but not better than Annalise. But Pango is our first A tier anteater for sure. She's really cute. I really love her coloring. I love her dress. I'm going to put her before Boots, but not before Gale. I feel that feels right. That feels right in my heart. We have Snooty. who is a snooty for sure. I don't honestly never seen you before in my life. I don't know her. Snooty, I don't know much about you, but you feel C tier to me. Zoe's cute. I really like her coloring. I wish that her eyeballs were a little bit different. She looks like she's got the crazy eyes a little bit, but not bad, not bad. I'll put her at the top of the C tier. Now let's go on to the bears. Beardo. Is it Beardo or Beardo? I don't know. Either way, he kind of gives me bad vibes. I don't know if it's the mustache. I don't know if it's like the eyes that only have lower eyelashes. I'm not quite sure. But he gives me kind of creepy vibes. Honestly, kind of at the bottom. I feel that feels right. It just does. Now, next we have Charlize. Charlize is very cute. I do think that the shade of green that she is a tad aggressive, but she has a sweet face. I really like her eyes and her cute little nose. So to me, she is B tier. And honestly, I'm going to put her at the top of B tier. And then we have Chow. Chow is going to be our first D tier. I'm not sorry about it. He just is. Sorry, Chow. You're at the bottom. But you're definitely not the worst. There are definitely people that I hate more than you. So be grateful for that. Next, we have Kurt. Kurt is a cranky, and boy, does he look it. You know, I'm going to put him B tier. So he's kind of like the lower end of B tier. Next, we have Grizzly. And Grizzly, I appreciate your name being Grizzly, and you're a bear. You know, I like it. And I like your eyebrows. You know, you just look like a lumberjack. Do I love it? No. But again, I'll put you at the bottom of the B tier next to your friend. So we have Groucho, who is a cranky. And again, he's kind of just meh. But I do like him better than the other bears. Not as much as Drago and not as much as Sky. They're all just kind of meh together. For some reason, I like Ike. I like Ike better than the other bears. I don't know what it is. I just feel like his face is a little bit more unique. So I'm going to put Mr. Eisenhower before this guy. I don't remember his name already. But we have next our dear Mr. Klaus. Klaus recently left my island, and he was my first campsite villager on Avalon. He is a wonderful bear. As I also learned on my Zodiac Island, he was my resident Aries. And so it's okay if he's a little bit grouchy. It's okay if he's a little bit prickly. We still love him. I love his theme. He is an A tier. And honestly, I'm going to put him at the top of the A tier. He is wonderful, and I really love him. And again, another great bear, Megan. Megan is so cute. She is, again, just wonderful. Just look at her little purple color and her bright, big eyes. She is going again at the top of A tier. Oh, her cute little freckles. And then we get to Nate, who is, again, another one of these grumpy-looking bears. Why are they so grumpy? Like, that's why I like Megan so much, because she's actually not grumpy. He is going to go with his other little bear friends in between these two. And we have Paula. Paula, you know, I like her. I like her, like, hippie vibe. So I'll put her before Drago. I can handle that. And then we have Pinky. Pinky is cute. I like her. She's unique. I wouldn't mind having her on my island. I would be friends with her. So I think I'm going to put her at the top of B tier. Is she better than this girl? Yeah, I think she is. Teddy. He's a cute bear. However, it does, you know, make me a little upset sometimes that he stole my beloved Murphy boy's face. He literally has the exact same face. I mean, and maybe Murphy was the one who stole the face, but I just love Murphy better. And so I have to put him a little bit lower. But again, top of the B tier. He's not terrible. So I'll put him like right here. Tutu is, she's okay. But I think I'm going to put her at C tier. Because, you know, I don't hate her. But also, there's just something about her eyes. They're so close together. I just don't like it. I'm sorry, Tutu. And the last of the bears, we have Ursula. Ursula is pretty cute. I like her freckles and I like her eyelashes, but that's pretty much it. She definitely goes before these dudes. She can go next to, what's her name? To Paula. Paula, you know, she's better than Paula. I'll put her there. And now that I'm looking at my bear rankings, honestly, a lot of these guys, they should be in C tier. I don't know what I was thinking. You're C tier. And you're definitely like worse than these anteaters. You're C tier as well. But you're a little bit better than the anteaters. Okay, I just had to make a little adjustment. So now we move on to the birds. It's time to face my current nemesis. We have Ace. Ace is one of my starter villagers on my current island who has not left yet. And I have beef with him. He invited himself to my home one time, gave me an ugly outfit, proceeded to make fun of my furniture, ignore me, and he has continued to belittle the other villagers on my island. Now, do I think that he deserves D tier? Is he one of the worst villagers? No, I don't. When he first arrived on my island on day 1, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I thought he was pretty cool. So I will just give him C tier. And he will go at the top of C tier because I recognize that he is not terrible, but I hate him for personal reasons. Let's move on. Next we have Admiral. Admiral, I do not like him. He looks very grumpy, looks very angry, and he belongs in C tier for sure. I'm gonna put him right here. Then we have Anchovy. Anchovy, you know what? I really don't like a lot of the birds. I'm looking at all of them and I'm like, yeah, I don't like these. Anchovy, why is your name Anchovy when you're a bird? So he's gonna go at the bottom of the C tier. He's not quite D tier, but he's pretty bad. Jacob is, you know, he's okay. However, his surprised look on his face, I don't know. I feel like he's a B tier. He's down here, right? Like, look at him and this guy. They look the same. They have the same vacant expression on their faces. Next, we have Jacques. Now, Jacques is cool. He's got a nice beanie. He's got a nice outfit. He's got a little, like, what is that? A little goatee kind of thing going on. He's cool. So he gets to go at, you know, kind of the top of B tier. I would put him right here. Yeah. Then we have Jay. Jay, again, not terrible, not horrible, but also not great. I mean, his eyes, I don't know. Jay, you're going C tier. You're very forgettable. Okay, now Jitters. He is rough. Jitters is going bottom of C tier. Total bottom of C tier. He's not terrible. He doesn't belong in D tier, but his eyes just creep me out. I think that's the problem with a lot of the birds. The birds have so many of them have crazy eyes. They're just crazy. You know what? I ran into Lucha quite a few times on one villager hunt recently, and I grew to actually appreciate him. I think he's pretty cool. I like his luchador theme, his little mask. It's pretty great. So he gets to go in B tier, kind of near, he can go next to Jacques. Yeah. Then we have Midge. Midge is cute. I had her on my last island, I believe. And she's very sweet. She's a normal. She's very chill. I like her hot pink color, and she's got those swirly cheeks. So I like her. I'm gonna go with, you know, she belongs in B tier. She's gonna be next to Charlize and Teddy. Oh, then we have Peck. Peck again, bottom of the C tier. He not as bad as Jitters, but the eyes. He has no pupils. He looks like he's been possessed. Sorry, Peck. Not for me. Then we have Piper. I really like Piper. I have run into her a couple times recently on my villager hunts, and I've never had her on my island, and honestly, I've never seen anybody else have her on her island, but I think that she is underrated and she deserves more love. So I think she should go B tier, kind of near the top. Nah, she goes down here. Nah, she goes down here. She's not as good as Drago. What am I thinking? Yeah, she goes right there. Okay. So we have Robin, and he looks just bored. Is Robin a girl or a boy? I think Robin's a girl, actually. Okay. She looks bored. She is just fine. She's just fine. She can go between the bears. We have Sparrow. I have had Sparrow on my island before. I like his shirt with like the little, earbuds, AirPod, whatever. But he does have the crazy eyes, and people with crazy eyes belong in C tier. It's the rule. And last but not least, with the birds, we have Twiggy. And Twiggy, she's just not great. So she's going I think middle of C tier. She's not great. She's not terrible. Next, we have the Bulls. We'll start off with Angus. Angus is fun. I like his shirt. And he's just here and ready to be turned into a hamburger. I don't know. Every time I look at him, I just think hamburger, especially because of the flames. Like, it just reminds me of like Burger King. Don't they have like the Angus beef burger or something? I don't know. But he's cool. I like him. He deserves B tier for sure. He's not C tier. Then we have Coach. I just don't like him. I don't know what's going on with his, mouth, nose region. I'm sure somebody could explain it to me, but I don't really care enough to know. So he's going C tier. Then we have Rodeo. Rodeo, I think, is really cool. I think that there's a lot of islands where he can be a great asset to the island. So I really like him. He's going to B tier. Stu was my Taurus on my Zodiac Island, my little Taurus boy. He's very cute. I like his sweater. I like his blue color. I have said before, I have a thing for the blue villagers. I really don't know why. Blue is not my favorite color, but they're just so cute. So he is a cute little Taurus boy, and he is going in A tier. And then I take back what I said about all of the blue villagers being great, because then we have T-Bone. The developers just did him dirty. Because T-Bone, why is your nose so big? I mean, you're a bull. That's why your nose is so big. But your eyes are just so small in comparison. And it just makes me uncomfortable. So I'm sorry, T-Bone, but you are C tier. Vic is a Viking. He's very cool. His eyes are a little creepy. They're kind of glowing. And for that reason, he is C tier. But he is top of the C tier. I like his theme. Honestly, I'm going to put him before Ace. I think he doesn't deserve to be super deep in the C tier. And with that, we have all of our bowls. And we will move on to our largest category, the cats. There are so many cats, so many good ones. So far, we have 0 S tier, but I think that here with the cats, we are going to get some. First, we have Anka. Now, Anka is our cute little Egyptian style kitty cat. She is just perfect. Perfection in every way. And I am going to place her in the coveted S tier. You can tell that the developers spent a lot of time and effort coming up with their design, with their theme. And I just think she's so cool. And I think that anybody who has her on their island is amazing. Next, we have Bob. Now, Bob, I feel like I think a lot of people like Bob because he is a classic. He's very mischievous. He's very sly. Do I love Bob? No. Would I ever invite him onto my island? I can't imagine a world where I would. But I do appreciate that sneaky little look. So for that, he will be the top of B tier. I have to go with my gut, with my heart. And my heart says B is for Bob. Next we have Felicity. Felicity is real cute. She again was on my last island. And I love her little bangs. I love her little dress. I think that she is an A tier. Kabuki's another one with a great, strong theme. He's very, very interesting. However, he does scare me. And for that reason, he is going to go kind of the middle of B tier, next to Drago. Next, we have Cat. And Cat, I don't like her. She's scary. She has no nose. Her eyes are yellow. She looks malicious. She's got those fangs. Oh my gosh. So she's going bottom of the C tier. I'm sorry to all the cat fans out there. It's just not for me. Not for me. Next we have Kid Cat. Kid Cat's cool. I guess he's fine. He's going C tier. Yeah. Now Kiki. I love Kiki. She's a beautiful black cat, and she reminds me of Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service, and I think that's why her name is Kiki. So, for that reason, Kiki goes in the S tier. And then we have Kitty, Miss Kitty, going from an S tier to a, honestly, sorry Kitty, you're D tier. Your eyes are just so big. Your pink eyeshadow, your lack of nose, your strange smile. Honestly, I've never seen a single person have you on their island. But then we have Lolly. Lolly's so cute. Seriously, there's so many cute cats. Lolly is 100% A tier, and I would put her at the top of A tier. See, I told you there's going to be some great cats. Because there's so many cats, there's a good variety of them. Yeah, we've got a cat in every single tier now. Then we have Mary. Mary's a peppy. She's pretty cute. I can appreciate her. Again, I think I'm gonna put her next to Felicity. They look very similar. Look, they both have bangs. They're both kind of, this beige color. They've got cute little cheeks. And then we have Mitzi. Again, Mitzi's A tier. Mitzi's A tier. I have to put her right next to Klaus and Gail. Just look at her face. And then we have Mo, who I have seen several times on my villager hunts recently. Mo, I don't know why the developers gave you such large eyes, but they did. And for that reason, you must go in C tier. See, there's just really great cats, and then there's Monique. And Monique, to me, is a D tier. She's a D tier. I'm sorry to any of the Monique fans out there, but this is where she belongs. I think she would feel uncomfortable in a tier higher than D, honestly. I think that's where she wants to be. Then we have Olivia. Hi, Olivia. Olivia, very similar vibe to Monique, but she's a little bit better. She's a little better off. So for that, she will go in the C tier between the birds. She can have a little snack. Then we have Punchy. Punchy's pretty cool. Punchy just screams B tier to me. I don't really know why, but he does. Pearl is pretty cute. She's a little calico cat. I like her a little expression on her face and her eyelashes. I think she's a B tier, and I think she goes next to Bob. I think maybe Pearl and Bob they have a little something going on. And then we have Mr. Raymond. Raymond, who everybody loves. He has heterochromia, 2 different colored eyes. Fun fact, my husband also has 2 different colored eyes. So there is a special place in my heart for those with this condition. However, I do think he's a bit overrated. I can appreciate him. Don't worry, all you Raymond fans out there. I am putting him in A tier, but I cannot put him in S tier. I just can't. Rosie's cute. I wish she had a nose. We are going to put her in the B tier, and she is going to hang out and be a little third wheel to this love affair right here. Rudy, I mean, clearly was inspired by Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm not quite sure why he's a cat, but honestly, I think it's kind of funny, and I kind of dig it. So Rudy, you're pretty cool. So I'm going to put you next to our boy Angus. Then we have Stinky. Stinky, I don't know who you are. He's kind of trying to be like a luchador, I guess. I don't know. Stinky, you belong in the C tier for sure. Yep, that's where you go. And then we have Tabby. And I have nothing to say about Tabby except for she goes right there for obvious reasons. But then we have Tangy. She's perfect. She's wonderful. The food villagers are just chef's kiss. She belongs in A tier. I know a lot of people would probably put her in S tier. Do I think that she belongs in S tier? No, because she's great. She's wonderful. Don't get me wrong. But she's just not one of my favorites. And I am reserving the S tier for my favorite villagers, the ones that make me giggle and dance in excitement. And Tangy just brings me a peaceful, joyous calm to my soul. And that's why she belongs in the A tier. But she's the top. Don't worry, she's top of the A tier. We are finally completing the cats with Monsieur Tom. Again, no nose for Tom. But here he is. And here is where he will stay. In times past, I've never been a fan of the chickens. But in recent months with my medieval Castle Core Island, I have begun to like these chickens, and they now have a special place in my heart. Ava is very cute. I feel like she's just, a very good standard looking hen. She's going at the top of the B tier. She's very cute, and I would be happy and proud to have her on my island. Then we have our lady, our queen, Becky. We now have her on our medieval island. She is the perfect medieval princess, and I think that she is A tier. She deserves the A tier. Definitely. She is a great, great addition to any island. Congratulations, Becky. Then we have Benedict. Benedict is okay. His coloring is okay. I think he's a C tier. He looks like he might be friends with Tutu. Now, Brofina, she's not the best. She's not the best chicken. She's not terrible, but she's not the best. I would never invite her on my island. I'm sorry, Brofina. She's going next to Mo. Egbert, I actually really like him a lot. I like his worried expression. I'm going to put him right here. Yeah. Goose is probably like the most generic looking chicken, but he also looks kind of angry. And for that reason, he's going to be right here. I like him better than Kabuki, not as much as Charlize. Then we have Ken. I actually really like Ken. I have run into him a few times recently, and I really like him. It's probably because he's blue. I think he's B tier. Now Nox. He is on my dreamy list for my current island. He is one of the few villagers that I need. Please, Nox, please answer my prayers and come move to Avalon. We need you. We need another night along with Sterling. And Nox, I like him. I think he's cool. Do I think that he deserves A tier? Probably not. But he definitely deserves B tier. And I think he should go... Then there's Plucky. Plucky, I, again, have run into her quite a few times on recent villager hunts. C tier. Okay, now we have a couple little cows, and we're going to just do these real rapid fire. We've got Naomi, C tier. Norma, A tier. Patty, she has very large nostrils, C tier. And then we have Tipper, the perfect cow, top of the B tier. Now we're into one of my favorite species the cubs. This is very exciting. But unfortunately, we have to start off with Barreled. Hello, Barreled. He looks like he is a hoarder and lives in his mother's basement, C tier. But then we have Blue Bear, who is just perfect. Blue Bear, you're going to A tier. And you are going to the top of A tier. You're going next to Tangy, girl. Then we have Sherry. Sherry is amazing. Again, I think Sherry is top of the B tier. There's a lot of great cubs, let me tell ya. But Chester's not one of them. Just wackadoodle. I'm sorry, Chester. You have a wackadoodle face. And for that reason, you're going middle of C tier. But then again, we have Sweet Judy. And Judy is just amazing. Again, top of the A tier. Once again, incredible June. I like her a little bit better than Sherry. Do I think that she deserves A tier? I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but she is very cute. Cody, he looks a little mischievous, so I'm going to have him at the bottom of B tier so that he doesn't have to look at anybody, at least for the next little while. And whoever goes here next to Cody, you probably deserve it. And then we come to Miss Maple. I'm sorry for the singing, but she is S tier. Some people might think she's overrated, but not me. I think she's perfectly rated as one of the best villagers in the entire game. She is so cute. Just look at that face. Then we have cute Marty. Marty is one of the Sanrio villagers, and I really appreciate his little hat. It looks like an acorn. I would put him at the bottom of A tier. And then we come to my perfect sweet Murphy boy, and he is going in my S tier. I don't care what you guys say. I think he is just a perfect little cherub. Okay, now Olive is very cute. I think, again, very underrated. She's definitely an A tier, and I think she goes right here. Then we have Pico. I really like Pico. She's very cute. I really like her eyes. She's very unique. And so, again, she's going A tier. Probably right here. You know what? No, she's better than Boots. Right there. Yeah. Okay, that's good. This is Poncho. Poncho, he's cute. I think he's kind of generic. He's just a generic blue bear. So I'm going to put him B tier. Now, Pudge is an interesting one because he's not bad. And I do like that he has a cute little worried expression on his face. Yeah, he's going to go next to Cody, and this is the reason why he's upset. It's because Cody's looking at him with those eyes. And then we have Stitches, who is super cute, going in A tier right here next to Lolly. We have great villagers in each species and not so great villagers in each species. And I'm sorry, Tammy, but you're one of the not so great ones. You are C tier, and you are going next to Monique. Is this Monique? No, this is Monique. You're going next to this person, whatever their name is. And last but not least for the cubs, we have Vladimir. And Vladimir, I gotta put you right here. You both are bears, a cub, a grown bear, and you both have creepy looks about you, so you can hang out and be creepy together. The deer are some of the best villagers in the whole game. Can we all agree? I think we all agree. So let's get started. We have Bam. Bam was on my Zodiac Island, mostly because he's blue, and I really love him. He was my Scorpio king, and I think he's great. I think he's wonderful. And do I think he deserves A tier? I know. I mean, if Stu deserves A tier, then I think Bam does too. I'm sorry. I gotta put him in. I think I'm just a little biased about Bam. I just really like him. Bo is pretty cute. He does look a little bit tired though. I don't have a lot to say about Bo, and so he can be in B tier. Bruce is cool. What is he, a gazelle? He's some kind of gazelle, right? I don't quite like him as much as Bam for some reason. He'll go the top of B tier. I'll put him there. But he's better than Bob. To me, he's better than Bob. Hello, Chelsea. Chelsea is another Sanrio character, and not gonna lie, she's not one of my favorites. She is going in C tier. Deirdre's very cute. She's great for a fall island. She does look a little angry sometimes, and I don't know if I really love her white lips, but she is pretty cool. I like her a lot. Now, Diana, I currently have Diana on my island. She is one of my beautiful mythical creatures. She is a mythical fawn living in my soon-to-be-built enchanted forest, and she's just A+. She's an A+, A tier for sure villager. She's wonderful. She's cute. She's amazing. I love her dress. I love her coloring. Everything about her. She's great. She's awesome. Oh my goodness. I love Eric. Who doesn't love Eric? Just look at him. He's perfect. He's perfect. There's so many different types of islands. He's wonderful. Of course he's A tier. Is he S tier? Does he belong up here? No, I'm sorry, not to me, but he does belong at the top of A tier for sure. Everybody loves Fauna. She is so sweet. She is perfect for so many different types of islands. Again, she is A tier. Then we have Fuchsia. I like her piercings. I think that's pretty unique. Only a couple villagers have piercings like that. I do like her. And I don't think she's quite A tier material. I think that she's a B tier. I think she feels more comfortable with the girlies down here. And next we have Lopez. Hello, Lopez. He's pretty cool. He's okay. He's fine. I don't have a lot to say about him. Then we have Shino, who was probably the most popular villager that was added in the 2.0 update. Shino is A tier. She's got to be A tier. Just look at her. She's so unique. She's so cool looking. And last but not least, we have Zell. And again, he just looks kind of bored. He looks kind of sleepy. I think he's kind of cool. He'd be cool on like a city core island, I guess. I think he's B tier. Now, how are we looking? We've got 4 in the S tier, and we have 4 in the D tier. So that's good. Majority of our people are pretty middle of the road. We don't love them. We don't hate them. So let's keep going with the puppies. First, we have Sweet Bee. Bee is very cute. She has sweet freckles. She's kind of generic though. So to me, I think she goes right here next to Piper. Maybe before Piper. Yeah, I'll switch them. Hi, Benjamin. I don't like you. Every time that I see this boy's face on a villager hunt, I just turn the other way because it's something to do with the eyes, the nose, the coloring. I just really don't like yellow villagers. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. They just always look sickly to me, and especially Monsieur Benjamin. So we are going to put him right here next to Allie. Then we have another pupil-less man, Biscuit. I'm gonna put you, honestly, next to Cat. Look, it's like the creepy-eyed people down here that I just can't. They all look possessed. Then we have Bones, who, again, kind of looks a little possessed, but because his coloring is very cute, I'll put him a little bit higher. He's a C tier doggy for me. Is he better than Ace? No, you know what? He fits in with these birds real well. They all have the crazy eyes. They all look like they've seen something that they shouldn't have seen. I really like Butch a lot, actually. He is very cute. I love his coloring. I actually like his little grumpy face because, I don't know, his little cute smile balances it out. So he's definitely B tier to me. I would put him maybe like right here. Then we have Cherry, our goth girl. I don't know if I quite love her as much as some other people do, but I do think she is great for different themes that you're going for on your island. I think she definitely belongs the top of B tier. I'm gonna put her right here next to Deirdre. I feel like she kind of fits in with this group right here. And I think Cookie is really cute. Again, does she fit in the A tier for me? You know what? I think she does. I kind of like her in the A tier. I feel like, she kind of fits in with these friends, Megan and Diana, maybe. Yeah, I like her. I would be happy to have her on my island. Daisy's cute. However, I do think that her face could use a little bit more interesting elements, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna put her in B tier. Okay, another puppy is Fret. And Fret, again, is one of these yellow villagers, and he also has crazy eyes. You're gonna go in with the crazy eye crew. But then we have Goldie. See, I feel like the dogs are very similar to the cubs, where there's a lot of really, really great ones, but then there's also some not great ones too that are kind of weird and creepy. So Goldie's definitely A tier. There's no question about that. And I really love her. I think she's awesome. So I'm gonna put her right before Olive. And Lucky is really great as well. I really love Lucky's theme. He's very fun for so many different types of islands. I'm gonna put him next to Shino. Then we come to Mac. Mac is an interesting fellow with an interesting face. And the interesting people go down in C tier. Hello, right there. Maddie's cute, but very generic. Just look at that. That's a very generic face. There's nothing specifically memorable about her. I'm gonna put her in B tier. Probably right there. Marcel is cool. I've run into him a couple times and I've been kind of tempted to take him on my island because he looks like a clown. But I think that's the only reason why I would take Marcel. He's gonna go the bottom of B tier. And Portia's very cute. She's a little, I'm assuming, Dalmatian puppy. I wish her eyes were a little bit friendlier looking. She looks a little stern and she looks a little pinched. So she's going C tier. Now Shep's an A tier. Look at Shep. He's so cool. He's so cool with his jean vest and his eyes are covered up, but in a cute way. He just looks like he's too cool for all of us. So he's definitely A tier. And I think he's going right next to Miss Becky. And last but not least, actually this might be the least, it's Walker. Walker just looks like Mr. Game & Watch. He belongs in the game Mr. Game & Watch. You know what I'm talking about? He looks like that. I don't like him. He creeps me out. And so he's going down here with the creepy-eyed fellas in C tier. Bottom of the C tier. Okay, we've made it through the dogs. Let's go on to the duckies. It's Bill. I'm just a Bill. Yeah, I'm only a Bill. And you're sitting here on C Hill. Capital Hill. Capital C. Dina. We're going to do these kind of rapid fire with ducks, C tier. Then we have Derwin. I think Derwin's pretty cool. I think he's B tier. He doesn't give me C tier vibes. He can go right there. I like Drake's coloring. He's very cool, but his eyes, I don't know. Again, I think he's B tier. I'm going to put him right here. Then we have Freckles. So she's going C tier and she's going right there. Then we have Gloria, and Gloria is not great. She's going right here. But then we have Joey. Joey is wonderful. He's the cutest little duck. He's a little baby. He's A tier. Now Ketchup is wonderful. She's beautiful. Honestly, top of the A tier. I like her right there. Next to Blue Bear. Mael? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I don't like her hair. And so she gets to go down here. Mallory looks angry for no reason. She's cute. She would be cuter if she had a happier face, like Judy or Sherry So she's going right here, kind of the middle of B tier. Then we have Miranda. Hello, Miranda. She's really cute. I feel like I've never seen her before. I would enjoy seeing Miranda. I would enjoy her a lot. So I'm gonna put her right here, next to Deirdre. Molly, though. She's the best duck. Can we all agree? Molly's the best duck. No, Ketchup's the best duck. What am I saying? Ketchup's the best duck. I think she goes right next to Fauna. Pate? Yeah, I think it's Pate. Very strange eyebrows. I feel like she goes right there. And then Pom Pom. Crazy eyes. We know where crazy eyes go. In the crazy eye bin. No. She's right here. Honestly, these two, they're lovers. They belong together. Then we have Quilson. I like Quilson quite a bit, actually. I like his vibe. Next to Cherry. Yep. Unlikely friends. They are. I don't really like Scoot. He's just not my vibe. I think he goes right next to Kit Kat. I like him a little bit better than Kit Kat, actually. So we're gonna switch those around. And now we have Weber. There's not a lot for me to say about him. I think he's better than these ducks. Maybe he's the bottom of B tier. Yeah. All right, the Eagles are coming. And the first to arrive is Amelia. Amelia, I feel like I've never seen her before in my life. You know, there's just so many villagers that it's just impossible to know every single one of them. And Amelia, I'm sorry, I don't know you, but I think you're really pretty. She's a snooty, and she's a Scorpio little girl. So she's very cool. I like her a lot, and I think she belongs in B tier. I don't know her well enough to put her kind of at the top of B tier, but she's very pretty. And so I have to put her right here. Now, Apollo, I know very well. He is our cool, bald-eagled, patriotic, if you're American. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put him bottom of the A tier. I think he's cool. We have Avery, another crazy-eyed one. And the crazy-eyed ones go down here. Buzz is a cranky. And I don't feel like there's anything particularly special about Buzz. C tier. He's like right there. I really like Celia a lot. I love her cute little like German looking outfit. She's real cute. And I think that she deserves the top of the B tier. She's a cute girly. She deserves to be with the other cute girlies. Frank is unique. He's fun. He's colorful. He can have a little party with the Anteaters. Keaton. I have run into Keaton several times recently, and I think, again, Keaton is very cool. He's definitely not C tier material. He's a B tier guy. Now, Pierce, it bugs me that he refuses to take a nap and fix those bags under his eyes, and he goes in C tier. And then we have Quinn. Quinn was on my Zodiac Island. She was my Aquarius girl, and she belongs at the top of the B tier. I think she's very cute. And finally, we have our Sir Sterling, the good knight, who is currently living on our medieval island. Of course he is, because he is one of the few, the proud medieval villagers. And I think he's awesome. I think he's wonderful. I think he's A tier. It's elephant time. Honestly, like looking at all these elephants, there's none that are like particularly terrible. So that deserves a round of applause. However, Axel is one of the ones that are not the best. So I'm sorry, Axel, and you're gonna go right here. Then we have Big Top, and again, Big Top, he's got to go right next to Kit Kat. I like Kit Kat. Actually, do I like Kit Kat a little bit better? No, I think I like Big Top a little bit better. They're just about the same. Then we have Chai. She's great. She's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with her at all. I think she is B tier. Sid's eyes are a little creepy. I think he's just kind of like middle of the road, and I think he's C tier. Dizzy is cute. A little generic. A little boring. I'm sorry. Top of the C tier. Then we have Ellie. She's also cute, a little generic, but I do think that she has cute eyes and cute little blush on her cheeks. So I'm gonna put her right here. She's a little cuter than Piper. Whenever I think of Eloise, I just think of the Happy Home Paradise because she is always the first villager that you have to design a home for. I think she's B tier. I don't think she deserves to be in the C tier. Margie, honestly, she kind of bugs me because I feel like I see her all the time on villager hunts. There's just some villagers where you just look at them and you're just like, I know you're kind of cute, but I just don't like you. I know we all have those villagers. So for that reason, I'm sorry, Margie, but you're going kind of like down here. Yeah. Now, Opal, I really love Opal. She's just great. So she's going to go B tier. She's not quite A tier, but she's B tier, and I'm going to put her right about here. And Paolo, I met him fairly recently, and I swear I'd never seen him before in my life. And he has very thick eyebrows, but I do think he has a cute smile. And so I think that he deserves to go right about here. Now, Tia is very cute. She is another tea-themed elephant, definitely A tier. Tucker, who I believe is supposed to look like a woolly mammoth, it's just not for me. It's not my vibe. And so, I'm sorry, he's got to go down here with these bros. Frogs, again, most of them are very cute. They are some of the best villagers. However, we do have some that are a little scary. First, we have Camafrog. He goes in B tier, for sure. Then we have Cousteau. Cousteau's fine. I don't love him. I think he belongs with these gentlemen. Another mustachioed frog. I definitely don't like him as much as I like Cousteau. So he's not going to B tier. Then we come to Diva. Diva is one of my starter villagers who is currently on my island. I don't think she's as bad as she might look at first glance. However, she is starting to get on my nerves because she has been on my island for quite a while and I just need her to leave. It's definitely C tier. Moving on, we have Drift. Now, Drift is very cute. I think that he is somewhere in here, probably right there. Then we have Robert. And Robert's definitely A tier. Just look at his little face. Look how cute he is. I like him right there. Gigi, I'm sorry to say, is down here. And she is worse than Diva. She has not gained the brownie points that Diva has gained. And I'm going to put her right here. She's not as bad as Jitters, but she's pretty bad. And then we have Henry, another A tier. See, it's like they're either really bad or really good, these frogs. He's just so cute and sweet and perfect. He has to go up here. And Huck is cute, but he's not quite A tier. He's B tier. And I feel like he goes right there. Then we come to another unfortunate looking one. It is Jambette. Jambette, I am sorry to say, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. And Jeremiah was a bullfrog, as we all know. He's very cute. He's a very cute little bullfrog. And I think he's B tier. He's not quite A tier material for me. I think if he had a little bit cuter eyes. So I'm going to put him probably right here. We all know Lily. We all love Lily. And because of that, she is an S tier. She is so wonderful. She is so beautiful. She's just perfect. She's a perfect villager. And Prince is, he's pretty cute. I like his eyes. His eyes do a lot for him. Is he all the way up here in A tier? No. Definitely not. Puddles is cute. I like her coloring. I do think that she could be a little bit cuter. I'm sorry, Puddles. I had to do it. Rattle, you're great. I'm gonna put you in A tier. Then we have Ribbot. And while I appreciate the name, I'm not a big fan of these mechanical looking villagers. And so I will put you right here. You can be friends with Puddles. Again, enjoy your time together. Tad, you are a nice B tier man. And I will put you kind of near the top. near the top. I will put you right here next to Bruce. Hello, Wart Jr. You have many a wart on your face. I will not judge you for that. I too suffered from teen acne, and I hope you're proud of your B tier status. Okay, and that finishes up the frogs. We have Gruff. Honestly, I don't know that much about Gruff. I think he's C tier. I don't think he's that great. I don't think he's that bad, but he's not that great. Billy, again, you know, he's okay. I think he's like top of the C tier. I'd be okay if he was on my island. But then we have Chevra. Now, Chevra is really cute, and I really like her a lot. Is she A tier? No, but she is B tier. Yeah, she deserves to hang out with these cutie girls. I feel like I see Kid all the time on villager hunts. A lot. I'll put him in B tier though, because I do like him more than some of these folks. But Nan is very cute. I think I'm gonna put her right here. Yeah, her and Tipper can be good friends. Then there's Pashmina, and Pashmina would be higher if it weren't for her yellow eyes. So she's gonna hang out with these girls down here. Now, I have had Sherb on my island many a time. I think we've all at some point fallen into his trap of cuteness and sweetness. However, I'm so tired of him. Sherb, I'm so tired of seeing you on villager hunts. I feel like I see you every single day of my life, and you haunt me. But I do love him, and I do appreciate him, and I will not disgrace him by putting him in the B tier when we all know that he deserves A tier. And Velma, I'm sorry to say, those glasses are just not doing you any favors. And that is why you are down here in the C tier. Oh, those gorillas. They have had such a hard time. I appreciate what the developers have tried to do. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. So first we have Al. Al is a D tier. Then we have Boone. And I think Boone is one of the best of these gorillas. He is C tier. And Boyd, that unibrow, those cheeks. Sorry, Boyd. Again, Caesar, you're not getting any higher than this, bro. I had Hans on my island last time. I believe he was my first campsite villager. Don't quite like you as much as Boone. Louie's not that bad. He's better than a lot of other people, but still not great. Told you this is a difficult category, dude. Ugh. Then we have Pee-wee. I've run into Pee-wee quite a few times. I like his blue color. I like blue villagers. And so that redeems him just a smidge. I'll put him up here. Then we have Rilla. Hi, Rilla. I like your bow. We'll put you right there. No. Okay. Oh, then we have Rocket. Yeah. And okay, this is the last one. We have Violet. And honestly, Violet, I'm sorry. Okay, now we get to go on to the cute hamsters. Thank goodness. First up is Apple. And Apple is so cute. I really like Apple a lot. Apple's not quite A tier, but she's very cute. And I think that she deserves to go right there. Then we have Clay. Clay is very unique, and I really like that about him. I'm going to put him in B tier, and he's going to go right here. Flurry is very sweet. I wish she had a nose. If she had a nose, she could potentially be A tier, but she doesn't. So she goes in B tier, and she's going to be right here. Ram has some interesting characteristics. I don't love the glasses, I have to admit. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to put you down here. But hey, you're still B tier. Next, we have Hamlet. I like Hamlet a lot. I think I said recently, I really like the name Hamlet for a hamster. I think that's really cute. If I ever get a pet hamster, I will name it Hamlet. The top of B tier. Hamlet, you get to hang out with the girlies. Woo. Hamfrey, though, I do like your name, but your face is a little too angry for me. So I'm sorry, you're C tier. Next, we have Marlowe. Marlowe is our mafia king. I do think he's a B tier. Honestly, I'm afraid of what he would do to me if I put him in C tier. Now, Rodney is an unfortunate one. He's going kind of near the bottom of C tier. And finally, we have Soleil. I do really like Soleil a lot. I've had her on my island before, and she's a little cherub. And little cherubs are up here. Bertha's cute. Bertha's great. B is for Bertha. Bertha can go right there. Then we have Biff. I feel like he would bully me a little bit. And because of that, I'm going to put him the bottom of B tier. Then we have Miss Biddy. And Biddy, I'm sorry to say, I don't really like you. I don't like your purple eyeshadow. I am going to put you right here. Bubbles is kind of cute. I would have Bubbles on my island at some point. I wouldn't hate her. And so I think she belongs kind of like right here. Okay, then we have Harry. I kind of feel like he's a C tier. Sorry, Harry, you're C tier. But then we have Hippo, the very sophisticated Hippo with the French spelling. I kind of like him. I'm going to put him probably around here. Yeah. And last but not least, we have Rocco. Hi, Rocco. There's really not that much to say about you. I don't think you're bad. I don't think you're good. I think you're B tier. All right, horses. We have Annalise. I like her pink hair. I think she's a B tier. I think she goes right there. But then we have Buck. And Buck is very angry looking. He goes down here in C tier. But Cleo, she's really, really, really cute. And she's an A tier. Clyde, I do not like. I do not like his coloring. Again, yellow. You are going C tier. Then we have Colton. Colton is another villager who I have on my island right now. He is the perfect princely horse to have on my medieval castle core island. I'm gonna go right here. And Ed is fine. Ed is, interesting. Ed can go. Ed's C tier. Let's be real. He's C tier. I'm gonna put him right there. Next we have Elmer. And honestly, I really like Elmer a lot. If you're looking for a solid horse on your island, he's wonderful. And so we're gonna put Sir Elmer right here. Then we have Julian, the only unicorn in the game, which makes him automatically A tier. He's just great. And actually, he's on my dreamy list right now. He is one of the few villagers that I'm still hunting for my mythical medieval castle core island. He's going to live in my enchanted forest, whether he likes it or not. I like Poppy. I think he's fine. I wish that his eyes had a little bit more expression to him. I think that he's C tier. Now, Peaches, I don't know what's going on with your eyes, Peaches. You could be so much higher if it weren't for those weird looking eyes. You're gonna go next to this guy who also has weird looking eyes. Now we have Renee. Renee is like Fuchsia. She's got those cool piercings, and I really appreciate that. Do I think that she is I think she's B tier for sure. I think that she's kind of she's like right here. I think yeah. I think she's right about there. I really like Roscoe. I think that he is very cool vibe. He's very unique. I think he's A tier. I really do. And then we have our cute zebra, Savannah. Honestly, Savannah's very cute. She's very unique. I think she would be great, obviously, for like a jungle island. But even not a jungle island, she's just really cute. And I think that she belongs with the cutie girlies and Hamlet. I think she's great. Then we have Victoria, and honestly, Victoria is not my favorite of the horses, but I don't think she deserves C tier. I think she's cute. I will put her right here. I think that's a good spot for Victoria. And last but not least, we have Winnie. Hello, Winnie. I think that she fits in with our friends in this section. Ugh, another dreaded species. I really don't like the kangaroos, especially the female ones. The joeys in the pockets that blink at the same time as them. It's just horrendous. I hate it. So first we have Astrid and company. And Astrid, you're definitely C tier. Ugh. Carrie's not as bad as Astrid. Definitely C tier though. Again, gross. Kit, I like the name Kit. I do. You're one of the better kangaroos. Marcy, definitely not a great kangaroo. You're kind of, yeah, you gotta go down here next to Diva. Matilda, why are you so angry? And why does your Joey look so angry too? Ooh, there. Okay, Rooney, you're not as bad. So I'll put you a little bit higher, but not much. Okay, Sylvia, I'm gonna put you down here. Yeah. And finally, we have Walt. Walt is not terrible. I feel like he belongs right here. Okay. Kangaroos, they're done. I think they're all C tier. Be grateful, kangaroos. None of you are D tier. None of you are absolutely just atrocious. Okay, we've got the koalas. Alice is very sweet. I like Alice. I think she's definitely a B tier girly. She's one of these girlies. I don't think she's quite like top row B tier, but I do think that she belongs with like these friends right here. I think this is her group. I have a really hard time with Canberra. You're not terrible, so I'll put you the top of C tier with the other crazy-eyed friends. Eugene. And I actually really like Eugene a lot. He's definitely B tier. Faith is very cute. She's a little Hawaiian koala. I would put her right here next to Tipper. Then we have Gonzo. Gonzo is a pretty standard koala. I like him. I think he's fine. I would put him like the lower end of B tier. And then Lyman. Lyman is not my favorite. I think he belongs with these kind of weirdos down here at the top of C tier. Then we have Melba, and I think Melba's really cute. Okay, she can almost hang out. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, Ava, you're getting booted. Okay, then we have Ozzy, and I really like Ozzy. I think Ozzy's really cute. He looks like a little baby. He's gonna go right here next to Tad. I think, look at them. They're looking at each other, and it's just really cute. I like it. We have Sydney, and she's purple. She's cute, but is she as cute as the other koalas? I don't think so. And then we have Yuka. Yuka's fine. Honestly, I'm just gonna put him down here, the B tier. Like I've said before in previous videos, there are not that many lions. And so we see these lions all the time on villager hunts. But Bud is not one of them. I'm gonna put him C tier. And I think it's because of those glasses. Those glasses kind of give me C tier vibes. But then we have our kingly lion, Elvis, who we worked so hard for. He is the king of Avalon, of our medieval castle core island. He is perfect. He is wonderful. There were a lot of times when I was tempted to get one of these other lions and just say, oh, they can be the king. But no, we needed Elvis. He's wonderful. And so for that reason, he's A tier. He just has to be A tier. I think he's great. Leopold's not my favorite. I'm going to put him in C tier. I think he goes somewhere around here. Now, Lionel, I was tempted many times to make him the king of Avalon. He is very wise looking. I think he's kind of cool. I'm going to put him B tier. And he's going to go right here next to Knox. Then there's Mott. I ran into Mott many a time looking for Elvis, and he kind of angered me a little bit. However, I do still think he's really cool, and I'm gonna put him right here. Rex, he just looks kind of derpy to me. I don't think he's a bad lion. I don't think that he's a particularly memorable lion either, so he's just gonna go right here next to Zell. Rory, he's got the crazy eyes, so he's got to go with the crazy-eyed gang. All right, the first of our monkeys is Deli. So he's going to go the top of C tier with these other crazy-eyed fellows. Right, you can go between these duckies. Hey, Elise, I do like your glasses, actually. They're pretty cute. You're definitely not as cute as Deli. I think you belong right here next to Portia. Okay, Flip. Flip, I feel like, is the most common monkey that we always see on villager hunts. He's a jock, he's a sporty guy. He's pretty cute. I wouldn't put him in C tier. I think he's pretty nice. He's B tier next to Clay. I feel like he fits in pretty well there. And Monty, he's a little sleepy looking. He's got an interesting color. I don't know. He's C tier to me. He's C tier. Nana. I met Nana a couple weeks ago on a villager hunt. And honestly, just look at her. She's so cute. I like her name. Nana. Like a banana. It's very cute. I feel like she would be really good friends with, this is Daisy, right? Yeah, so they can be together. I don't know if it's Shari or Sherry. Either way, I don't like the way that she's looking at me. And for that reason, she needs to go C tier. I do like her coloring. So I think she can be right here next to Patty, and they can be intense queens together. Then there's Simon. Simon is an interesting one. He kind of looks like he's trying to play superhero. I don't know. He can go right here. I feel like that's a good spot for him. Then we have Tammy. You're going bottom of C tier. It's the crazy eyes. It's the crazy eyes of these people. They look possessed. Tammy, I don't know what kind of voodoo you've gotten yourself involved in, but it needs to stop. And last we have Tiansheng. Tiansheng's pretty cool. I think that he has a little bit more going for him than some of the other monkeys, but not super high. He's gonna go right here next to, what was this guy's name? Ribot? Yeah. Actually, I think I like him a little bit better than Ribot. Next species that we have are the mice. First, we have Bella. I don't know. She looks rough. I think she needs to go right here. Then we have Bettina. Bettina, I met her on a villager hunt not too long ago. And she's pretty cool. She does have the crazy eyes, so she can go next to Bones. So many villagers with the crazy eyes. But Bree is not one of them. She's cute. I like her coloring. I like her green hair and her green eyes to match. She actually has cute eyes. She's a little cross-eyed, but not too bad. So she's gonna go in B tier. Broccolo. He looks like a happy little mouse. And so I think that he can go, for sure he's B tier. Okay, then there's Candy. She's cute. She's fine. Her cheeks are a little aggressive, but not terrible. So I would put her at the bottom of B tier. Now Chatter, I like. Chatter is cute. So I think Chatter, you can go kind of near you're not A tier, sorry. But I will put you kind of near the top of B tier. You can go, Dora is cute. I like her blue ears. Her face is a little, old school Mickey Mouse. I don't know. She's fine. She's fine. She can go right here next to her friend, next to Bree. I actually really like Greta a lot. I think she is very nice for a mouse. She's a snooty. She's cute. She's a Virgo. I like her. I like her a lot. She's gonna go kind of near the top. I'd be happy to have her on my island. And Limburg is a rough one. Yeah, you're going down here. Also, there's Moose. And Moose, I'm sorry to say, you are D tier. We got another one, guys. Another D tier. It's the eyebrow. It's the one eyebrow raise. It's a no for me. Then there's Penelope. Penelope's cute. I like that her ears are made to look like a little bow. Yeah, I appreciate you, Penelope. Petrie is really cool. She's another 2.0 villager. I like her glasses. I like her ears, the two-toned ears. I like her scientist theme. I really think she's cool, so I'm gonna put her kind of near the top of B tier, honestly. Then there's Rizzo. And Rizzo, I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know what's happening with your face. And I don't care to find out. You're going right here. Then we have Anacotti. Anacotti is very cute. I like her color. I'm learning that I think I like a lot of the green villagers. Green villagers are nice. They're fresh. And honestly, I'll put her in A tier. I think she's sweet. And she actually, no, not A tier. She's going at the top of B tier. I feel like she belongs next to Sherry. Yeah. Rod, I feel like I see a lot on villager hunts too. His hat is okay. His coloring is fine. He does have a cute face, so I have to give him credit for that. Last of the mice, we have Samson. And I like Samson. He is a very just standard looking mouse. He's just gray. He's just gray and he's just here. There's nothing particularly special about him. There's nothing particularly bad about him either. Okay, we've made it through another species. We now are moving on to the smallest group, the octopi. First, we will start with Cephalobot. Cephalobot, I have a hard time with your name just because it's so long. But I appreciate, who you are and what you stand for. Who is your kindred spirit. Then we have Marina. And Marina is probably my favorite of the octopi. She's not A tier for me, but I appreciate her. Again, she's cute. I like her coloring. Octavian, I don't like his face. It looks like it's about to explode. So he's going C tier. And last we have Zucker. I think a lot of people like Zucker. I think he is very cool. He gets to go not A tier. I don't know why I was bringing him all the way up here. Yeah, he's like middle of B tier. He's fine. Okay, the ostriches are next. So first we have Blanche. And I really like Blanche a lot. I think she's very sophisticated, very classy. And honestly, she's A tier. She's A tier. I really like her a lot. I'm going to put her right next to Gale. But then we have Cranston. And Cranston suffers from crazy eye syndrome. So he is going to go where all the good crazy-eyed ones live. And he's going right here. Flora's very cute. She's very standard. I don't have any beef with her. None at all. She gets to go right here, next to Tad. Gladys. Gladys is pretty sweet. I don't think she deserves C tier at all. She's definitely B tier. Julia's really pretty. I think she has some of the prettiest eyes in the whole game. And for that, she gets to go at the top. Right there. Phil is an angry looking man. Bottom of B tier. He's not terrible, but yeah. Then there's Phoebe, who I believe is supposed to look kind of like a phoenix. She's like middle of B tier. Yeah. Now, Queenie, I really like her a lot. I don't know. I think it's just because she's purple. Honestly, the purple color, it does it for me. Then there's Rio, and she's very cute. I like the star on her face. She's not my favorite. Kind of near the bottom of B tier. She's gonna go Sandy. Again, there's not that much to say about Sandy. However, she is a Libra, and for that, I have to give her some bonus points. So she's gonna go right there. And the last of our ostriches, we have Sprocket. And, I'm not gonna do him dirty. I will put him along with his brethren, if I can find them. Right here. And I think he goes right in between Cephalobot and Ribot. Next, we come to a rather large group of villagers, penguins. Aurora is the first of the penguins. She is a very standard looking penguin. I wish that she had some nicer eyes. She's going to go kind of near the top of C tier. Now, Boomer, I think, is really cool. I like that he, again, has a very strong theme. And I think he definitely deserves middle of the road B tier. Yeah. Then there's my boy Chabwick. I just think Chabwick's so cute. I love his little headphones. And I love that his name is Chabwick. It's just so fun to say. And so he gets to go kind of near the top of B tier. He's not A tier to me, but he gets to go kind of near the top of B tier. Yeah, he can go like right there. I like Bruce a little bit better, but he can go next to Bob. Now we have Cube, and Cube just looks like he's dead with Diva. Flo is nice. I like her eyeshadow, and I like her little hairstyle that she's got going on and her coloring. Yeah, I'll put her right kind of near the bottom of B tier. Frigga is nice. She's not bad. I'll let her go. I'll let her slide up to, middle of B tier. Hi, Gwen. She looks a little sleepy, but also she looks very serene and peaceful. I like her purple color, and so she gets to go right around here. Let's break up these bears, and she can hang out with them. They need to branch out a little bit. Hopper is very cool. I believe, is he a macaroni penguin? Is that what it's called? With his yellow eyebrows and stuff. He's pretty cool. So he can go kind of near the top of B tier. Then there's Iggly. And I like Iggly. I really do. I think he's cute. His eyes don't bother me as much as many other people's do. And so Iggly, you get to go hang out with Soleil and Cleo. Then there's Puck, who is our little hockey player boy. He can hang out in C tier. Then there's Rolled, and I really like Rolled a lot. He reminds me of the penguins from Super Mario. Like the ones that used to have to race in Mario 64. I don't know if anybody else is as old as me, but I used to enjoy that as a child. And so he's very nostalgic for me, and I like him. So he's going to go up here. Sprinkle is really cute. I like her coloring. I like her little swirl on top of her head. She does give a little bit of the dead eyes, but I can forgive it because she has so many other cute features and characteristics that I can forgive all of that. And I'm going to put her up here with Chevra and Sherry. She's not as good as them, but she's in Anacoti's a little bit better. And Tipper's a little okay. She can hang out with Hopper. Tex is C tier. And last is Wade. And Wade, just rubs me the wrong way. So he gets to go down here. The piggies are a very divided group. We have some really wonderful pigs and some horrific ones. First, there's Agnes. Agnes is great. Agnes is so cute. She's beautiful. I actually really like her eyes. I like that she's all black. I think that she belongs right here. She can be with Ava. Then there's Boris. Hi, Boris. Kind of beginning of C tier. And then we come to Chops. Now, Chops, he's not terrible, but his eyes look almost a little too human for me, giving a little uncanny valley. And that makes me a little uncomfortable. So he's going to go kind of at the bottom of B tier. And I don't like Cobb because, again, he seems like he's trying too hard to be like my Murphy boy. From behind, he looks a lot like Murphy. I think he'd be a lot cuter if he didn't wear those yellow glasses. I think they're not doing anything for him. He can hang out with this guy because they have a similar vibe. Then there's Curly, and we all know where Curly goes. Just look at that face. Then there's Gala. Is it Gala or Gala? I'm going to say Gala. Gala's very cute. She is one of the lucky ones who got some really nice eyes. And I like the flower on her head. So she's cute, but she's not that cute. Next we have Hugh, and Hugh is kind of a Cody lookalike. They have very similar color scheme. So he gets to go kind of near the top of C tier. Congratulations, Hugh. Kevin, he's not bad. I don't have anything against Kevin. I like his freckles. So he can go next to Drago. Now Lucy, this might be a controversial opinion. I don't really like Lucy. Her bangs, her hair situation is a little strange. And I think her eyes are a little too big for her face. She is C tier. You guys, we finally did it. We finally have another A tier. Maggie, congratulations. You're probably the only pig who will be making it to A tier. You are so stinking cute. I love Maggie to death. I get so excited every time that I see her. I don't know what it is. It might be her cute little dress, her cute little face. I don't know what it is, but she's adorable. And I think I'm gonna put her next to Raymond. Panchetti's not bad. She can be friends with Midge. Peggy, for some reason, rubs me the wrong way. I don't love her hair. So sorry, Peggy. You're going C tier. And you're gonna go with Patty. And this monkey, who I forgot the name of. Then there's Rasher. And let me just say, I can't think of one good reason why you would willingly invite Rasher to your island. What island theme are you doing? Maybe a horror island, I guess. But there's better Halloween, spooky villagers out there. You don't need to settle for Rasher. He's bottom of C tier. Ugh. Then there's Spork. You know what? Spork is D tier. I just don't like him. He gives me such creepy vibes. Every time I see him, it makes me kind of jump a little bit. And last we have Truffles, who unfortunately is also going to be D tier. He's pretty bad. Next we go on to another large group of villagers, the rabbits. First we have Bonbon. Now Bonbon is actually, believe it or not, on my list. I'm looking for another peasant to live on my island with our dear Eunice. And I have chosen Bonbon simply because I think she's cute. I think she kind of fits the peasant villager vibe. I wouldn't normally put you this high. She's okay. There's nothing like terrible about her. She can hang out right about here. Oh, there's some good bunnies, and Bunny is one of them. Now she's A tier. I love me some Bunny. She's really cute. I feel like she kind of looks like an apple. Like her eyes look like apple seeds. She's just real sweet. I'm gonna put her right here next to Stitches and Lolly. But then we have Carmen. And Carmen, I'm sorry, it's the teeth. It's the teeth. It's not for me. So you're gonna hang out down here. Next we have Chrissy. She's cute. She's fine. She's not really my vibe, but I don't have anything against her. I'll put her kind of like, you know, next to these friends right here. Claude, I feel like I run into a lot on villager hunts. I don't like him. He looks shady, looks shifty, and I don't trust him. So he's gonna go next to the other mischievous people, and they're going to both look at poor Pudge. Next we have Coco. I know that Coco is a fan favorite, and she's one of my favorites too. She's amazing. She's so cool. She looks like a little cookie biscuit kind of thing. She's kind of weird. She's just very unique. She's definitely A tier. And she is gonna go right next to Sherb and Blue Bear. I don't love Cole. The crazy eyes once again, and also those teeth are just very sharp and very aggressive. And there's no nose to balance any of it out. So Cole, you're definitely C tier. But then we have Doc, and oh my goodness, just look at his little face. He's adorable. He's great, and I think he's very underrated. He's A tier, for sure. He just makes me happy every time that I look at Doc. He's so cute. Now Dottie, again, is suffering from the case of the missing nose. She would be a lot cuter if she had a nose. Unfortunately, she does not. So that puts her kind of the bottom, or the top of C tier. Then there's Francine. She can go right here, next to Chrissy. Next there's Gabby. And look, Gabby has such a nice complete face. She's an all-around pretty good rabbit. So she gets to go right here. Gaston, meh, C tier. Genji, though, is very cool. I like Genji. I think he is unique. He's pretty interesting. He gets to go right around here. Hopkins, again, would be really cute if he had a nose. I don't know what people have against rabbits having noses. I feel like rabbits notoriously have very cute little scrunchy noses that wiggle a lot. Hopkins would be so much higher. He could be almost as high as Doc if he had a nose. So unfortunately, he's gonna have to go down here in B tier. Mira is a superhero, or at least she wants to be a superhero. She's C tier. O'Hare was my very first campsite villager ever on my very first island. And he bugged the crap out of me. I don't know if it's his little hat, his eyes, I don't know. He's a smug, so he's very, I don't know. I think he was the first smug I ever encountered, and so I didn't like his smug personality. He rubbed me the wrong way. So he's gonna go down here. Again, kind of meh. I feel like she belongs here. Ruby's what? Like an albino bunny? She's kind of interesting. I feel like you could find some fun ways to incorporate her on your island. So she's gonna go kind of high up in B tier. I guess that's more like middle. That's okay. Then there's Sasha. You guys, I'm doing it. Sasha's an S tier. I freaking love Sasha. I think he's so cool. I love his eyes. I love his hair. I love his colors. Just an all-around great addition to the game. And I'm going to put him right here. And we're going from an S tier to Snake. You got to go at the bottom of C tier with these other crazy-eyed fellas. Honestly, I'd rather take Jitters over you, Snake. Then there's Tiffany. Sorry, Tiffany, but you're going down here. I think there's something with these lips. Yeah. That I just really don't like. Then there's Toby. Toby's fine, so he's gonna go right here. Now it's time for the rhinos. And our first rhino is Azalea. Azalea, so cute, so sweet. another 2.0 villager who gets to go on this elevator ride up, up, up. Not quite to the top, but to A tier for sure. I have nothing against Hornsby. I think he's cute. I think he's solid. B tier. Ding, ding, ding. And here we have another S tier villager, who of course is Meringue. I love Meringue. She's so cute. One of the best designs in the whole game. I mean, turning that horn into a strawberry and having her be like this whole like strawberry shortcake kind of vibe. Genius. Incredible. Next we have our French Rhino, Renee. She's cute. She's fine. I think she does look a little angry. She can go next to Ace. Rhonda is not my favorite, but I do appreciate her design. So she's gonna go kind of the bottom of B tier. Then there's Spike. And Spike, he's C tier. Then there's Tank. And then we have Tank. Now Tank, he's just kind of meh. I'll put him right here too. And on to the next species. We only have a few left, guys. Look at these. We have the sheep. And we will start with cute Barbara. Now Barbara, I appreciate your name immensely. And I think she's very sweet. I think she's great. She's a solid sheep. And Cashmere, I'm sorry to say, is at the bottom of C tier. I would rather take this man over this woman. She looks like she's gonna be sick all over the island. And I'm not here for that. I'm not here for cleanup duty. Carlos, I wish he had a nose. He's C tier. But Dom's here to have fun. Dom's here for some good times in B tier. Next is Etoile. She's cute. I like her colors. I like her face. Nothing terrible about her. I'm gonna put her kind of near the lower end of B tier. Next we have Eunice. Eunice is my sweet sheep who's currently living on my island. She is my little peasant villager. She's a farmer girl. She's working hard to keep the kingdom fed and warm with her wool. She really has been an MVP on my current island. And for that, I gotta put her up pretty high in B tier. Then there's Frida. And I gotta say, Frida's my favorite of the sheep. She's a hamburger hot dog queen. And it's great. She's A tier for sure. If Boots can make it to A tier, which I'm kind of rethinking, she definitely can. Next we have Muffy. And I know that a lot of people like Muffy. She's a goth queen. She fits on a lot of interesting Halloween, witchy type islands. However, her eyes kind of scare me. She has to hang out with the other crazy-eyed friends right here. But I'll put her a little bit higher than some of the other ones. Then there's Pietro. Hi, Pietro. You're a sheep, and you're supposed to be a sheep. And I don't like how human you look. The only human on my island should be me. So I can appreciate your unique design. I'm gonna put you next to Zucker. Next we have Stella. And honestly, I don't know her. Stella, I've never seen you before in my entire life. So she's gotta go in C tier. And Timbra, I actually like her a lot. There's a lot of heavy eyeshadow on some of these villagers, and she definitely has that. But for her, it kind of works. I think you're great. I appreciate you. So I'm going to put you right here. Vesta, you got to go down here with these other vacant expressions. Now, Wendy, I like her blue color. I like that she wears a little watermelon tank top. She's very summery, very sweet. What's not to like? I think she's great. Willow's real cute. Okay. I think she is one of the cutest looking sheep for sure. I actually almost took her on my island like a month or two ago. I was very tempted, but I resisted. I resisted the temptation. But she's very cute. And honestly, I'm going to put her next to Bob. So next we have the squirrels. So next we have Agent S. And Agent S, you got to go with your other sporty friends. I like Big Top a little bit better than Agent S. And I like Agent S a little better than Kit Kat. So yeah, this feels right. Next we have Blair. Hi Blair. You're very sweet, very cute. I think you're a little underrated. I don't feel like I ever hear people talking about you. I think you're definitely B tier. You're not C tier material. Not at all. I think you and Apple, you belong together. Now Callie has so much potential. She's so sweet. I don't know. There's something about her face that makes me want to punch it a little bit. So she's got to go kind of like bottom of B tier. Sorry, Callie. Then there's Caroline. And Caroline is super aggressive. Just look at that. That's just an aggressive face. It is just coming at you like a stop sign on the freeway. She's a little too aggressive for me. So she's going to go like top of the C tier. We got Mr. Filbert. I love Filbert. Look at his little face. There's just nobody happier in the whole game of Animal Crossing than Mr. Filbert. I think he's extremely underrated. I never hear people talking about Filbert, and I think he should be talked about a lot more. Next, there's Hazel. I think she's an A tier. Honestly, I think she belongs next to Pico. Okay, then we come to Ione, and we all know where Ione goes. Ione is S tier. Is she at the very top of the S tier? Is she at the top? Does she beat out Maple? Maple's been sitting there for a long time, sitting pretty. Not quite. And honestly, not quite beating Lily either. But she is just wonderful. She's perfection. She is so cute. She's just flawless. Flawless. Next, we have Marshall, another fan favorite for sure. I feel like there was a time in the Animal Crossing community where like he was the most sought after villager. And I mean, he's just great. Look at him. I'm going to put him in A tier. And you know what? He's going right next to Eric. I don't even care. I think Marshall's great. I totally buy into all the hype. Next, we have Mint. I think she is pretty cute. And she definitely deserves to be kind of near the top of the B tier. Now, Nibbles, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to dock a few points because I don't like your name. It's weird to say, but she's cute. She's fine. I'm going to put her right here. Next, there's Peanut. And Peanut, she's real cute. She's real sweet. There's nothing wrong with Peanut. I'm going to put her in the top of B tier. Then we have Pecan or Pecan, however you want to say it. This is this beautiful cherub. I do like her. However, she is a snooty and her face kind of screams snooty. So I'm going to put her right here next to Alice. You know, I've never had Poppy on my island. I don't know her that well, but I imagine that she's very sweet and very cute. You know who I'm going to put her next to? Where's Rudy? Rudy. She looks like Rudy to me. I feel like they need to have a relationship. I don't know what kind of relationship. Maybe it's brother, sister. Maybe it's a romantic relationship. I don't know. And Ricky, he's not great. I didn't have to say anything for you to know that he's not great. He's going right here. And Sally's fine. I just think she's a little too generic and a little too sleepy-eyed. She's going to go C tier. Hi, Sheldon. You suffer from the crazy eyes epidemic as well. So unfortunately, you're going to go down here next to Bones. You know, I actually kind of like Static. I like that he has, his little electric lightning bolt thing on his head. I like his purple color. Definitely not going A tier. I think he's gonna hang out like bottom of B tier. Then we have Sylvana. And you know what? She's a very standard squirrel. However, I think it's just because I've spent some time with her that I really like her. And I think she deserves A tier. I think maybe not super high in A tier. She can hang out with Norma. She can be in this region. And Tasha, unfortunately, has those bright orange eyes, so she must go down here. Next, we have the tigers. And if you've watched my videos at all, you'll know that the tigers are not my favorite. I don't like how the tigers are designed. I don't like that they have these like football laces on the top of their heads. You know what I mean? Like the top of their heads just look like footballs. And I don't like it. I don't know why they couldn't just make them look like normal tigers and have normal tiger stripes. I know I should probably get over it, but I'm not going to get over it. First, we have Bengal. And Bengal is very cute. I think she's the only tiger that has these football lace stripes that I can potentially forgive a little bit. She's not my favorite, though. I got to put her kind of near the top of C tier. But then we have Bianca. And Bianca is... What is she? She's supposed to be like a cheetah? Is it a cheetah or a leopard? I can never tell. But she's very cute. B is for Bianca. And she's definitely a B tier. Then we have another female tiger, Claudia. And she's fine. I don't know. I don't think I would ever take her on my island. So she's going to go right around middle of C tier. And Leonardo, I don't think I've ever seen you before in my life. You're another one of those villagers that have just passed me by. But today is our official meeting and you're fine. You don't have the football. I think he's supposed to be a leopard. You can go up here in C tier. And Rolf has mega football head. I think he goes next to Beardo. Then we have Rowan. I just feel like they could have done better. They could have done better with his design. And I think Tybalt is the best of the male tigers. I'll put him like right here next to O'Hare. And here we are. Can you believe it? We finally come to the wolves. And I'm very excited to do the wolves because the wolves are probably some of the best villagers in the whole game. Let's be real. So first we have Audie. She is one of the best villagers probably in the whole game. That's where we're going to put her. Next, we have Chief, who is another kind of fox-looking villager. He's definitely a B tier villager. I think he goes near the top. I like him better than Anacotti, so I'll put him up here. Next, we have Dobie. He just looks so old. He's like a little grandpa, and he's cool. I appreciate him a lot. Again, I think he is kind of near the top of B tier. He's great. Next, we have Fang. And Fang, again, he's a very solid wolf, and I like him a lot. So he's going to go kind of near the bottom of like A tier. I don't know why, but I always have to say her name. That's Freya. She's okay. Again, none of the wolves are going to be down in D tier territory or even honestly C tier because the design of the wolves are so cool. They're all just great. So Freya, while she's not my favorite, I do think that she's pretty cool, and I think that she goes in this region of villagers. Then there's Kyle. And Kyle honestly is probably my least favorite. Is one of my least favorite wolves. I don't know. He's fine. Then there's Lobo. I don't like his glowing green eyes. So you know what? I take it back. He is C tier, but he's kind of near the top of C tier. Next we have Sky, and I do know that she is a fan favorite again among Animal Crossing players. She's very cute. She's very sweet. And I definitely think that she belongs in the A tier. 100%. She deserves her spot up near the top. Then we have Vivian. And Vivian, along with the next wolf, Whitney, they kind of give me mean girl vibes. They're not my favorite, but they are very pretty. And I wouldn't mind having them on my island. I think Vivian goes kind of near the top of B tier, along with Whitney, who I think I like Vivian a little bit better than Whitney. So Whitney's going to go like right here. And last but not least, we have probably one of the coolest villagers in the entire game, if not the coolest. Like, he's just so cool. Wolfgang. And I'm so glad that he's last. We have to save the best for last. Maybe not the best, but he's definitely S tier to me. Now, where should we place him in S tier? I'm going to say right here. Wow. I can't believe we did it. That was a journey and a half. Just to recap, our biggest loser of the whole game is Miss Tabby. I'm sorry to say. She just has a very strange, unfortunate combination of some of the worst features. She's got like a pig's nose, those very strange teeth. She's got purple eyeshadow. She's got the football laces on her head that the tigers have. Like, it's just bad. It's all around bad. I'm very sorry, Tabby, but you are the weakest link. Goodbye. But then, as we scroll on up, we have our C tier villagers who are fine. I think that's the best way to describe most of the C tier villagers. They're fine. They're not great. They're not terrible. They just are kind of forgettable. And then we have B tier, which I believe is the largest grouping that we have, because the B tier is for the villagers that are not our favorites, but they still have something a little special about them. So congratulations to all of our B tier villagers. And up we go to a smaller category, but still rather large, the A tier. These are the villagers that fill my heart with joy and peace whenever I see them. And honestly, I would love to have a whole island filled with all of these villagers greeting me every day with their happy, smiley faces. Look at them. They're just all so cute. We've got Bunny, we've got Lolly, got Tia, got Cookie. They're just all so happy and sweet. And then, of course, we have the S tier. We have Maple, Lily, Ione, Anka, Sasha, Kiki, Murphy, Wolfgang, and Meringue. I know a lot of you would have some of these A tier villagers and maybe even some B tier villagers in your top tier. But for me, these are the ones that make me the most excited when I see them. I think that the developers did such a great job designing each and every single one of them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have had a wonderful 2024. Thank you for everybody who has come and joined me on this journey here on YouTube. And I hope all of you have a wonderful 2025 going forward. And I'll see you next time here on Avalon. Bye.